Hello, welcome. I'm going to play Shenmue III on the PlayStation 4. There won't be any spoilers here. I'm just going to play around the opening area, look at some of the mini games mostly, to show you what it's about if you're not too familiar with Shenmue, or if you're a fan and just want to see if it is worth picking up. I can only give you first impressions because I haven't played beyond the early area there, which is really just the village of Bailu, where Shenhua is from. Shenhua is the woman you can see on the screen right now. So it gives you the option of English or Japanese voices. I imagine Japanese is more realistic, perhaps higher quality as well. One thing Shenmue is known for is it's rather poor voice acting. It's very stilted, not much emotion, but at the same time it's amusing. The story's meant to be serious, but it'll give you a good laugh from time to time, or quite often. So I set the music down a little bit just so it's easier to hear me, but I like it. I didn't turn it down because it's bad. There's a recap movie if you haven't played the first two or need a refresher. It's relatively short. It's not, you're not going to sit here for 20 minutes. It's just, I think, like maybe a few minutes per game. So Sega did release a compilation of the first two for PlayStation 4 and PC, and I think even Xbox One, even though Shenmue 3 is not currently on that, and there have not been any announcements saying it would be, but you never know. This game is very much like the originals, so if you're familiar with them and like them, I think you'd like this game. If you did not like those games, you probably would not like this. It's a slow-paced game, and so far I find it relaxing to play. It looks nice, very nice scenery, and the music's nice too, so I think it's a calming game to play. And you do get in a lot of fights, which is the main action portions of the game. Alright, so like the first games, you can open pretty much all the drawers that are in the house. This is Shenhua's house, or her father's house. Most of the time it's just stuff you can't interact with, but sometimes there's something Ryo will pick up. Ryo Hazuki being the protagonist. So you have to use the first person viewpoint to interact with things. I'll try not to talk over the characters. I'll make a nice comment here.
That's some serious facial hair.
When you start the game, you're not quite at the house. It picks up where Shenmue 2 left off. So they walk for a bit, Ryo and Shenhua, and they get to her house, the village, which is just down the hill.
It smells good.
You can't talk to her right now. Basically, she's always in here every morning, at least thus far. You can talk to her.
I'm excited to see what'll be served.
You can talk to her later in the day, or if she goes with you. Sometimes, at least the early missions, she is going around town with you to talk to the villagers. Now, there's some food here.
Looks good. Guess I'll take it.
It's worth picking up, at least until you get a bunch of money, although food's inexpensive.
A banana. Do they grow them in the village? Guess I'll take it.
It's one of the aspects I really dislike about this game, though. So far, there's one thing I really dislike, and it has to do with food.
Good morning, Leon.
Good morning.
Did you get enough rest?
Yeah.
She usually says goodbye when you leave the house as well, which I'm going to do now. Her room is right here, but it looks like there's stuff to interact with, but they don't let you in it yet.
I'd better stay out.
The room Ryo's staying in is Shenhua's father's room, but he's missing right now, and that's what we're doing, is looking for him. Alright, so that there is the Shenmue tree. That's where the game title comes from. There's some goats over there. Now, you can't just walk anywhere. There are borders. You can't walk too far beyond the path.
Hey, Rio.
Hmm?
Have a good day. Be safe.
Thanks, I will.
Sometimes she also pops out the front door. So, once you've played a bit and visited a bunch of spots, you do get a fast travel option when you exit the house. So you jump to the village square, the martial arts training area where you can spar and fight people, or to the location where there's a job. Right now there's just a wood splitting job. I'm gonna stay put so you can see the area. You also want to wander through the grassy areas to look for herbs to pick. I don't know if they respawn or it just takes a long time, but I've picked most of them. They're a good source of income. Once you get a certain set, the shopkeeper will pay good money for them. So I was saying the thing I really dislike about the game is this food system. You can see around the mini-map in the lower left corner, those green circles, those are both health and I guess stamina, the way this works. 'Cause, I mean, they go down when you run, but they actually just go down constantly, even if you're not doing anything. I've noticed there's a spot where you can stand. I don't know how to call it up if it's in the menu screen, but when you stand in a certain spot, a bar at the bottom of the screen pops up and you can see your health declining just standing still. You can walk over to the edges of this area, but there's really nothing there except a few herbs that I've already picked. Yeah, so your health is constantly going down. Even if you fast travel, they'll account for that and remove a couple of those dots. And after you fight, of course, you'll be really exhausted, but you gotta keep that up. Because, well, one, you gotta, before you fight, you're gonna wanna raise it unless the fight's really easy. Now that path there, you can't go down all the way, just a little bit. And then, when you get down to 3 dots, it turns yellow. And at that point, you're hardly gonna be able to run. So you'll have to eat again. You do get your health back if you rest, but you can't just go to the house and rest. You're only allowed to use the bed at night. I'm gonna do this mini game here. You can see one of them.
1-inch punch. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Not entirely sure what 1-inch punch is, but I raised it to like number 5, I think. You basically just hit the button when the 2 blue bars meet. But it's always going up. You can see the level at the bottom. The bar just keeps going up, even if you're doing nothing. There's a timer in the upper right corner. Every time you surpass level 10, 1-inch punch goes up. I've done this quite a bit. I spent a lot of time raising his fighting skills. One, because the story requires fighting a guy. It isn't hard, but at the very beginning of the game, Rio's not able to take too many punches. So that raises endurance and the Kung Fu level. To raise your attack, you need to spar. I haven't sparred a whole lot.
Maybe I'll practice some more. I'll save it for later.
The other one over there is just balancing, more or less, just tapping the button consistently to stay in a squat stance. I call it the horse stance. So this here is where you can place to spar or fight. I fought all the regular guys, and the only guy left to fight is this guy, the master. And he's much stronger than me, but I'll fight him now anyway, so you can see.
Excuse me.
Here to train? Have you come to spar or fight one of the monks? Which will it be? So, you've chosen to fight? Then I shall be your opponent. Steel yourself. Now, let us begin.
So you only have so many moves. You more or less have to remember what the commands are. I need to purchase more skill books because all my moves are mastered right now, the 5 that I have. The game starts you with 3 to level up. And I bought 2 skill books.
That didn't work.
He's chewing right through my health. Hardly injured him by hitting him. Yeah, he's tough. I think he'll have to come back here later in the game.
You're not strong enough. Polish your techniques on the wooden dummy.
Alright, so now Rio's gonna be really worn out. So I'll start running and you'll see it doesn't last long.
I better eat something before I fall over.
Alright, so wait till it automatically always go up, back up to those 3 yellow. So before eating, it's worth doing that if you want to save a little on the food. Alright, so here's all the food I own. My health's at 399 out of 1492. And as far as I can tell, the food's all basically just food. Like, it only gives you hit points. There's nothing special about any of these items. Like eating a banana is not going to give you any special attribute over eating a pear. They just give you different amount of hit points. Look around and see if there's any herbs I missed. Yeah, there's one. So when you pick these, just go into your inventory. I don't know if there's anything you can do with them, like crafting. I think you just sell them. Anytime you're near like an object you can interact with, just like the drawers and that herb, a red circle appears, so you know you can do something with it. These guys are just guarding the bridge. They don't really have anything to say. So what's going on is there's thugs. Some thugs came through town. That's why they decided to guard the bridge. And there's a little bit of humor in the way, well, the way Rio speaks. But in the first game, he was looking for sailors. This game, he's asking about thugs. But I moved the story along a bit where he's only asking a few people about thugs that are in a certain location. These are a couple capsule vending machines.
A game can't hurt.
This one has tennis rackets and vehicles or construction vehicles, plus the forklifts. This one costs a lot less, well, 2 versus 5. And you only get 5 items per machine, I believe, and then one of the 5 is sort of a rare item. So with the rackets, it's the tennis ball. And Rio shows a very, very slight bit of excitement when he gets the best item. For him, it doesn't seem like much, but for him, it's something.
This is great.
But whether I get one or not, I don't know.
This is great.
I have so many of these items already.
What's this?
I only got the tennis ball once, which is the rare item.
This is great.
We even get like the same one 5 times in a row. I think I just got this 3 times. Oh, the white
I see.
seems to be the most common.
This is cool.
Okay, another white bracket.
Huh?
Alright, once more, then I'll quit this. Oh, another white bracket.
This is cool.
So there's a lot of those to collect. There's 4 in the opening area, and you can tell from inventory. I'll show you that screen again. There are quite a few more. Well, maybe only 4 more, I guess. I don't know if anything else will be added in here. You see, I have a ridiculous amount of those. There, the Shenmue characters. There's one, you can see I have 17 of one, 16 of another, but only 2 of the forklift that Ryo's character is driving. 15 white tennis rackets, but only 1 ball. And there's also fishing lures, which I haven't bought too many of. So I don't know about pawn shops yet. I don't think this first store is what they're referring to, but I don't know. I haven't figured everything out. Skill books, I need to buy some, or at least one. I don't have a lot of money right now, though I have. I just spent a lot of it. You can edit what you want the R2 button to do. And these are the herb sets. I've sold a bunch. So I need... Text is a little small for me. I think that says Crow Dipper. Before I can complete this set. You can see the purchase price will be $450, which is almost as much money as I have. So here's a shop. This is also where you can get your first job. You can interact with all these things. He doesn't usually have too much to say.
What the heck is this? There's a snake. A snake wine? Surprised to see this in China too. That's one big pot.
I don't know, I find it funny to listen to him.
What a dirty plate.
Alright, let's go talk to the clerk. I'll do the job. Actually, let me shop first.
Excuse
see
me.
if he has anything to buy.
What is it?
'Cause I really need a skill book.
I'm here to shop.
What do you need?
Doesn't look like he has any books. You can actually change Rio's clothing in this game. I don't think you could do in the first 2. I don't recall doing it. Oh, these are the skill books, okay. Or wait. You know what? He's selling the same too. That was a waste. I mean, I could sell it back to him, but I just realized he doesn't run out. He just keeps restocking it. Or always has the same 2. So yeah, I already have that one.
I'll be here.
Thanks.
Alright, now I'll do the wood
Excuse me.
splitting.
What is it?
I'd like to help you split some wood.
Now we're talking.
This guy sure likes the wood splitting. He abandons his shop to come watch you and comment on everything. Guess he has to make sure you're doing the work. It's really, again, just timing it.
Yes,
Quite simple.
that's it. Yes,
Rio just rotates back and forth.
good.
Then when you get a very good, the music changes.
Yes,
I don't know what causes a very good. Every chop looks the same to me.
that's it.
Oh, I missed.
So close.
But I
Yes.
find it amusing because when the music picks up and that guy's yelling,
Perfect.
I don't know, it reminds me a little of training like Rocky Balboa.
Yes. That's it.
I'm just here for the money. You get around 50.
That's it.
I think the most I made is low 60s. If you do really well, he does say impressive, but
Yes.
he also says take this. I don't know if he's just referring to the money or if he's giving you a
That's
bonus
it.
item. 'Cause I never really noticed.
Yes. Perfect.
Most I've gotten is 114.
Good.
Can't imagine you can get very many more.
Mm-hmm.
So the timer, just
That's
not
it.
missing. There's only so many you can get.
I guess this should do it.
No, I'm good.
Well, I ain't forcing you to do anything. The job will be waiting for you.
You can do the job as many times as you want. I've done it plenty. So on the other side of this is a gambling area. This is what I was referencing when I said when you stand somewhere, like right by this table, look at that bar. The health 558, 57, 56. It's just, your health is just depleting for whatever reason. I think it's just him being tired. I don't know. I really dislike that system. I don't really understand why they put it in here. So I'm not sure what I have 0 of. I don't know what that is. Then 428 is my money, and 22, 550 are tokens. So down here, you don't gamble with money. You buy tokens and then win them. I haven't found what you do with them. The guy said you can turn them in for prizes, but you can't do it here. I'm not sure where that is, because I can't go very far yet. So this is a lucky hit game. This one gives you 3 tries per board if you buy an entry. The one down there only gives you 1 try. You only get to pick 1 board when you pay, so. And then this is a dice game. All of these games are just luck. I mean, I don't see any way to
Dice.
influence
How
them,
about a game of roll it on top?
except for the turtle racing, which I'll show you as well.
Place your bet. How much will it be? My turn. Total of 3. I have a bad feeling about this one.
So all you do is hit the button and Rio rolls, and you just have to beat his number. Seems like I should.
Total of 8. Congratulations. Your luck is reliable. Will you keep playing?
He said that even when I've lost, that my luck's reliable.
Maybe some other time.
See you then.
This is a good spot to win a lot of tokens.
It's here too?
Come one, come all.
However, it may require cheating.
All right, pick your platform.
You can save the game whenever you want, so you can do what they call save scumming. You can, save, make the maximum bet, lose and reload. Just keep doing that if you want. So at the bottom of each of these boards, you can see the little instruction panel next to it is basically the payout. So the first one pays times 11. You have to get the ball in the circle at the bottom. Some of them have 2 circles, which is why they don't pay as much. I have gotten this one 2 out of 3 tries, which was just dumb luck.
What are you betting?
I'm not gonna bet much. You can bet up to 1,500 on this, but it's basically pachinko. So you just drop the ball and hope for the best, because dropping here doesn't mean it's gonna go right down the middle. It's gonna bang into all these pegs and go all over the place, like all the way to the side, which is bad. Yeah, it's kind of close, but
What a
just never know.
shame. Don't you want a redo?
Not now.
Stop by again sometime.
This game, the guy only shows up in the evening. It's basically roulette with 4 pictures. You just pick a picture and hope the marble lands on it. So over here is the turtle racing. I have yet to win this, and I don't know how many times, 6 or 7 times I've tried it. thing this guy says is weird. He says he recommends it. That's because he runs
Turtle races, huh?
Hey, here to play? I recommend Bailu Village's own turtle racing. How much will you put down? Which
it. So you don't
turtle will
control
it
the
be?
turtle. You just tap the buttons to cheer it on. So you can influence the race, but I don't know. I can't get the stupid turtles to win. I've tried all the different colors. See, you might hear the buttons. I don't know. I'm gonna be tapping them. And the turtles always stop for a bit. So once I get, see, whistles. Once you get the those green circles all the way up, you get a whistle, which gives them a speed boost. And it looks like he's doing alright, but you never know. Sometimes he's still below the lead. And I've come in second most of the times. Occasionally one turtle just pulls way ahead of everybody. But yeah, they just stop. I've fallen way behind again. Yeah, he's not gonna win.
Oh,
Oh, well.
man, that was close. Have another go?
I'll come back.
There are a lot of games in this opening area. There's quite a bit to do. I'm gonna head to the town square. So this is the main section of town. This guy here you can spar, that's training the kids. There are side quests. The only one I found so far is for this child. He wants me to help him collect some of the capsule toy sets.
Did you get the Diamond P? I forgot to tell you. The Gem series is a capsule toy you can get at High Tech Land Panda.
Okay then. I'll see what I can do.
'Cause I don't know where that is. I'm sure I can't get to it yet, because I can't get too much at all.
Hi, Zerstrong.
Good timing, bud. I was just starting to get bored. Let's spar.
Yeah, so I don't have any skills, unfortunately, that need leveling, but you can spar
Okay,
anyway.
you're on.
I knew you'd say yes.
So the whole part of, or point of sparring is to raise these different skills. So you can see mine all say master on them. That was fast enough. Those pop up. You're supposed to press the buttons after they show you what they are. I wonder if I'm just bumping something. 'Cause it's cutting me out every time. I have the controller under a pillow. It's probably rubbing against the controller. Just trying to muffle some of the sounds so the mic can pick them up.
Don't say!
Yeah, I missed a bunch of them. I guess you can't raise your attack without any skills going up, which is disappointing, so I need to find some skill books. But right now, like I said earlier, I can't go down like too far, like these paths. You see paths, but the game will automatically turn you around.
Thanks for that.
Well, how's it feel? Pretty nice to train with a master like me, isn't it?
Sure.
Come by anytime. I'm always up for a fight.
Of course, I can't run for long again because I am in the yellow.
I've got to eat something.
So this here is another lucky hit game that instead of winning money or tokens, you win these prizes. Did win a car on one of them. And then over here is pail toss. Took me a while to get decent enough at this, but I have won all of these prizes that are on the board. So basically you try to throw a stone into each bucket. You just need to get one in, so you get one in the red bucket, you win the pineapple. I'll show it to you. Took me a while though.
Pail
I was
toss?
missing.
Wanna try pail toss?
I was missing like everything when I first started playing this.
Thanks. Aim carefully.
So there's a sway that you're fighting as you try to aim these things. And sometimes he doesn't. I mean, you see this arc, but he won't throw it necessarily on that arc. Sometimes you'll hit the front of the pail. Back one's pretty tough. The aiming marker blends with the rock a little bit. It's really light. Yeah, threw it too far. There's a good chance I won't get any of these in, just so you know. I think I went over again. And that fell way short of where the marker was showing.
Oh, you can't stop like this. Try again.
Maybe some other time.
Well, see you around then.
Of course, Rio can pretty much talk to everybody. Right now, when you're in a certain part in the story, he'll just ask the same thing over and over, even if he already knows the answer.
Hey, how do I get to the Sunflower Grove?
If you can't find it, ask a grown-up.
Got it.
Sometimes she actually does say where it is. So they do change what they say, but he knows where the Sunflower Grove is. I've been there a few times.
Do you have a moment? How do I get to the Sunflower Grove?
Keep going to the right ahead of here, and be careful.
I see.
Not sure why I need to be careful. Pretty easy walk.
I need help with something. How do I get to the Sunflower Grove?
It's way over there.
Okay, thanks.
Basically looking for the thugs has taken me to the Sunflower Grove, but need to be there in the morning. I haven't gone in the morning yet. And I didn't want to bother pushing the story ahead for the recording of
Hey.
this.
I need to get to the Sunflower Grove.
Take the right up ahead.
Thanks.
So here's some more
I'll give it a
capsule
try.
toys. These, well, different prices. This one costs 5, this one 10. So I don't know which one they do. I'll do this one just to show you. The character's probably the best one, but 10's a bit high, and I already have a ton of them. The characters from the other Shenmue games. That guy, I can't even remember.
This one is interesting.
But the others are Nozomi, which is that one.
I see.
Rio, Ine, and Chai,
This is cool.
or Kai, not sure how you pronounce that.
Huh.
What are the odds I'll get Rio? Not good.
what's this?
Yeah, that was all 4 aside from Rio. The rare one.
Huh?
I have to go earn some cash pretty soon. Yeah, it's
This
just so
one is
many
interesting.
duplicates because there's so few just to get that the good one. Alright, I'm gonna
This
go
one
once
is
more,
interesting.
and I'll quit. Oh well.
This is cool.
There's also a food stall over here because you have to keep buying food. Although I have quite a bit of food right now because I did buy a lot. These prices have changed a little bit. Only about like $1 or won, I think it's called. You want the name of the money is the same name as Shenmue's father, I believe. It's Y-U-A-N. So you basically want to pay 1 for 30 hit points. But right now this one is actually a better deal than that. I've seen this as high as 11. It's 9 right now. I don't know if something affects the prices, like something I do, or just how much money I have. So over here, at the start of the game, you can't even walk this far. It'll turn you around. Sunflower Grove is out here. Some amusing conversations, but right now
won't be worth anything if I don't eat.
I've already, I think I've used up the good ones. They do change what they say, like we saw, as I said. But some of them don't make sense if you hadn't seen the earlier part of the conversation. Basically, I have to wait for kids to be here. Apparently, these adults don't know anything. Only the kids, who are only here in the morning, are the ones that know about the thugs.
Do you have a moment? Have you seen the thugs that came to Bailu?
All the kids in this area like to play early in the morning, so why don't you come back and see them tomorrow?
Got it. Thanks a lot.
Like, that made no sense. Yes, if you've seen thugs, and she says all the kids play in the morning. Because you have to already know that the kids are the ones that know something.
Excuse me. I'm looking for some thugs. Have you seen any?
The children were making a fuss about them. They seem to have left already.
I see.
These cows are noisy.
Do you have a moment? Have you seen the thugs that came to Bailu?
If you want to talk to them, do it in the morning. The kids should be here then.
Got it. Thanks a lot.
That doesn't make much sense either. If you want to talk to them, the thugs? That's what it would have meant. Oh well. It's not perfect,
I've got to eat something.
but I don't mind so much. That woman you can spar, and that's as far as it can go at this time. I guess I better eat something so he'll shut up, because I'm going to keep running. Of course, Sunflower Grove has a lot of sunflowers. There's not really too many other places you can go. I wish I could go up here, but I can't yet.
This isn't the right way.
Panda Market is up there somewhere that supposedly has arcade games. There's a conversation. I think I might actually play you that one later. Because I'm going to cut in another recording. I've exhausted all my conversations that I can have with Shenmue right now. But I have some recorded because I tried to make this video a few times. I've had to redo it for mostly for audio, but I did keep the recordings. So there's some odd conversations. One though is about the arcade or the games that he can play. But he acts as if he already knows what the Panda Market is, but he's never been there. This is his first time visiting this area. Is he can bang on doors? Usually nobody's home though.
Is anyone there? I guess nobody's home.
I don't know what that grimace thing is. It's down here is where you can fish. I haven't fished yet. There's just another horse stance training. Because you have to, for some reason, you have to be here in the morning as well. There's a temple up there. There's nobody there though. It's just more of those training things, horse stance and one-hit punch. So there's a lake that you can fish in, but This guy won't let me fish unless I'm here in the morning. I think it's too late.
Sorry, bud. Rentals are done for the day. You've got to come earlier if you want to fish.
Fishing, eh?
Well, this village has some excellent fishing spots. In fact, all of them are great. It's all about clean water. Do you have fishing gear?
Not right now.
Well, you can't start fishing without a good rod. I can rent you one if you like. There are plenty of fishing spots other than this pond. The world is your oyster, as they say.
I see.
I don't know if you rent it permanently or you just have to rent it every time you come over here. I assume you just can only fish in the morning for some reason. There are fish in the water all day long. I don't know why they force you to be here at a certain time. There are parts of the story where you can advance time if you have to wait for someone, but it's only when the game lets you do it. You can't just suddenly advance time, as far as I know. Because I'm going to want to advance to nighttime really soon. Never talked to this person. Let's see what they have to say.
Hi there.
Are you from Japan by chance?
Yes.
Japan may be a small island country, but I've heard that it has steep mountains with great streams.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Huh? You don't fish them?
Not really my thing.
I don't have time to waste with someone who doesn't even know.
That's a little odd. You can't talk to me because I don't fish when I'm in Japan. Okay, so here we are in the evening. I'm actually adding this commentary after I made this video. This part is from a different day. I just wanted to replace the evening I had on that other video because it was too cloudy to even really see the sky as it gets dark. So I'm just walking around here to show you some of the scenery at night. And I wanted to make note of something that you may already know, probably do if you read some reviews or interviews with Yu Suzuki. This game is not the conclusion of the Shenmue saga. So it's probably going to end on a cliffhanger or just end abruptly like the first two did. And that can be problematic because we all know this took a lot of effort to get made in a very, very long time. I don't know if we'll get a Shenmue 4. If we don't, then this will never end. So it feels like, you know, this is like, you finally get an opportunity, you might not get another one, better finish the story. And I know Yu Suzuki had this long drawn out plan of this game was supposed to be huge. I mean, it is huge, but it's supposed to be, I don't remember how many chapters, but an awful lot. So he probably didn't want to shorten it, but what if we don't get a Shenmue 4? What if we don't get a Shenmue 4 for another 10 years? I don't know, by then I think most people, even the fans, may give up on it. But hopefully we'll get a 4 shortly after this one, but... So here I'm just fast traveling to Shenmue's house. Fast travel becomes available at 7:30. And you can see the night sky, all the stars. The moon's a little blocked by clouds, but it's quite large. So saying, yeah, we don't know if we'll get a Shenmue 4, so, I mean, hopefully we do, and hopefully it doesn't take a long time, but it'll probably be a different console generation. Of course, you can play on PC, but, yeah, who knows, hopefully it all works out.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Alright, so, going to converse with Shenmue, and there's going to be some interesting stuff here. There are some long pauses in when I respond to her questions. I think I was, talking a lot during that.
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Liao?
What was your mother like?
I don't remember anything about her.
I'm so sorry. Forget I asked.
No, it's okay. I can't even remember her face, so I don't get broken up about it.
Yuan never said anything about her?
I asked him about her once, but he said I didn't need to know about that yet, and that was the end of it.
Yet? That's a strange way of putting it.
I know. So when something strange like this happens, I start to wonder if it's all related.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Say, Leo,
Yeah?
what was your mother like?
That's what they do. I think she always just asks him basically the same thing he asked her, and then you get a few choices. You don't need to have played the first 2 games to reply. So, we never met Ryo's mother. If you've never played the first Shenmue, she's not in it. She had already passed away. Ine-san is the caretaker, and I think that's what I select.
I don't really remember my mother. So, Ine-san is the closest thing I've got to a mother.
Ine-san, was she your caretaker?
That's right. She helped around the house and looked after me.
The men and women in the village took on that role for me.
Huh. Sounds like quite a big family.
I think it's the next one that is very nuts.
Hey, Shenhua.
Do you want to keep talking?
What did you do for fun as a child?
Oh, a lot of things.
Like what?
As a child, simply going anywhere was exciting. Animals would gather around me and start talking.
This is bizarre.
They talked?
Yes, I can understand them.
Wait, really?
They'd say things like, "It's going to rain soon," or "Better gather these up before the frost sets in."
Ryo's like, what?
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then I'd tell the villagers what they said. It was useful information.
What? Wow.
Listen, Leo, I want to hear more about you.
That.
Yeah? What's up?
What did you do for fun as a kid?
Well...
That's like, you can't just stop there. She talks to animals? What? Makes you wonder what else this game's gonna have in the story, or if that's the only like, non-realistic part. They're just gonna breeze over it. So it does come up a little bit soon.
We played Menko.
What's Menko?
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's a game from China. It's,
Explain the rules.
you try to flip your opponent's cards by slapping your own thick paper cards on the ground.
Oh, Pai Jer Pai.
Is that what you call it? I saw it in Hong Kong.
Huh. Japan and China share a lot of games.
I guess so. Right down to rock, paper, scissors.
What about face-off?
Huh. I'm not so sure about that one. Hey, Shenhua.
Do you want to keep talking?
Who did you play with as a kid?
Who?
Here we go.
You had friends, right?
Yes, but they didn't have names.
You don't mean the...
I do. I played with the animals.
I knew it. Did you have any human friends?
Of course. I was close with Wei Jun and Mei Mei.
Okay. Phew.
Why the sigh of relief?
No reason.
It's just nuts.
Listen, Leo. I want to hear more about you.
Yeah? What's up?
Who did you play with as a kid?
And she talks like it's nothing. Oh yeah, I just talk with the animals. They're my friends. As if that's normal.
I had some friends who were really into games. We'd play at the arcade together.
Like the one at the Panda Market?
Yeah, exactly. We were pretty intense.
Wow. I have to admit, I didn't see that one coming.
Glad I could surprise you.
Do you still play?
Yeah, sometimes.
And is it still fun?
Yeah, I think so anyway.
Huh.
guess that's it. I'm gonna put Rio to bed here and end the video. Just takes a little loading bit because he takes his shoes on and off. Yeah, I don't know if there's any more supernatural type things other than her talking to animals. We'll have to wait and see where the story goes. Alright, so thanks for watching.